Discover the surprising answers. We live in a world of instant gratification. Want something? You can order it online, have it delivered to your door within hours. But there's a power, a spiritual strength that comes from abstaining, from denying yourself. That's what we're exploring today. Fasting. Fasting isn't just about what you give up, it's about what you gain. It's about connecting with something bigger than yourself. We're going deep into the different things people fast from, and trust me, it's not always what you think. Get ready to be inspired. Let's break down the different types of fasts and what they mean for your spiritual journey. The most well-known fast involves food, right? And it's a powerful one. When you deny your body its usual fuel, you create space. Space for prayer, for reflection, for a deeper connection with God. Now, this doesn't mean everyone launches into a week of water only. Some people choose to give up certain foods. Maybe it's meat, maybe processed foods, maybe that sugary donut they crave every morning. It's about discipline, about making a conscious choice to put your spiritual hunger first. And let me tell you, the testimonies are powerful. People who have incorporated fasting into their lives talk about feeling closer to God, about hearing His voice more clearly, about experiencing breakthroughs they never thought possible. It's about aligning your physical and spiritual self. When you fast from food, you're saying, God, I'm making space for you to fill me up in a different way. Now, for some, the fast goes beyond just limiting food intake. It's about abstaining from specific types of food, and one of the most common is meat. This type of fast has been practiced for centuries, often tied to religious observances. Think about Lent, for example. It's a time of sacrifice, of reflection, and for many that means giving up meat. But why meat? Well, for some, it's about recognizing the sanctity of life, acknowledging the sacrifice that animals represent. It's a way of showing reverence for all of God's creations. For others, it's about self-control, about disciplining the body and mind. When you remove meat from your diet, you're making a conscious choice multiple times a day to stick to your commitment, and that strengthens your resolve, your willpower. Chapter 3. Sweet Surrender, Saying No to Indulgences. Let's talk about those guilty pleasures, those little indulgences we all have. Maybe it's that extra slice of cake, that bag of chips while watching TV, or that sugary latte every afternoon. Fasting from sweets or indulgences isn't just about cutting calories, it's about cutting those ties that bind us to instant gratification. It's about saying, I'm stronger than my cravings. I'm choosing to focus on what truly nourishes me. And you know what happens when you break free from those cravings? You start to crave something different. You start to crave the sweetness of God's presence, the nourishment of His Word. It's amazing how our desires shift when we make space for God to work in our lives. It's like clearing out the clutter to make room for something beautiful and new. Chapter 4. Digital Detox, Fasting from the Noise. Now this next one, this is big in our hyper-connected world. We're talking about fasting from social media, from entertainment, from the constant noise of the digital age. Think about it. How much time do we spend scrolling, liking, commenting? How much mental energy is consumed by the latest news, the latest drama, the latest viral video? It's exhausting. Fasting from social media and entertainment isn't about disconnecting from the world, it's about reconnecting with yourself, with God. It's about creating space for silence, for reflection, for listening to that still, small voice within. And when you step away from the noise, you'll be amazed at what you hear. You'll hear God's voice more clearly. You'll hear the whispers of your own heart, the long-forgotten dreams, the passions that have been drowned out by the digital clamor. Outrow, finding freedom in fasting. We've covered a lot of ground today, from food to Facebook and everything in between. But the message is clear. Fasting is about so much more than deprivation. It's about transformation. Remember, fasting is not just about removing something from your life, it's about making room for more prayer, more Bible time, and more of God's presence. So I encourage you, take that step of faith. Choose something to fast from, something that will draw you closer to God. It might be challenging, but I promise you the rewards are immeasurable. Please like, subscribe, and share.